Ice cream? 早上好，中国！现在我要冰淇淋，我喜欢冰淇淋。
All right. I was watching a YouTube video, mostly listening, but looks like everybody made it through the night okay. So I got the 3 big ins, the 3 adults in that one, and the 3 youngins in this one. I'm gonna go ahead and feed them first because they're less aggressive. They won't try to knock me over as much or ram me. Now the baby's not eating grain yet, but he will. This is mostly their herbal supplement to keep them from getting sick, keep them from getting worms, things of that nature. Today, I'm giving them a little more than normal. Watch out, don't get me with your horns. If she did, it would have been an accident, but sometimes they don't understand their power. Those horns can be dangerous, whether they mean to be or not. Hey, Billy, Billy. Mostly just getting the moisture out of the bowls and the buckets or whatever. Should be enough here for everybody. And then I'm going to open this up so he has access to his hay. He's eating roughage, which is good. But they say that because he was raised on alfalfa hay, he needs to have access to more alfalfa hay. And there's alfalfa pellets in this feed as well. But he doesn't seem to be eating the feed. I'm glad they stayed in their yards. So I'm going to keep these guys locked up in this yard today. And I'm going to let the other ones out. I've got this yard pretty secure to where they can't get out or in. Last year or the year before, David Ray would refuse to do it, so I had to make sure that the yard was secure so the Nigerians couldn't get out. But I didn't mind the Nigerians getting out so much, except for one of the neighbors was growing a specialty hay, and they kept going over there and trying to eat his hay. So the thing was, we were supposed to just let like a couple out a day, not the whole herd. And in that way, they don't go as far. So I'm gonna let these guys out today, but I'm gonna feed them also. It's about to rain again. I tied this backwards because I tied it from the inside. But anyhow, so these bigger goats can't get out as easy as the Nigerians could. But, hey, don't bite me. Get off. Keep that up there. Get this water off. Get down. Hey, hey, hey. She's gonna knock it off. She's the aggressive one. There you go. Once I get the first one poured, it's easier after that. I kind of wish I had somebody to hold the camera for me. But anyways. Cool. I got just enough for 3 scoops for everyone. In fact, I probably gave the other 3 more. But that's okay. Ah. I don't know, it's about the same. That's about right. So, a scoop per goat today. That's more than I normally give them. Paul is disinterested in the grain. He never really was a big grain goat. The Nubians definitely like the grain. Oh. I'm warm. I put too much clothes on. Man. So these guys, girls, get more grain. So I did some research this morning. Basically, he's 2 months old. He could start breeding as early as 4 months. Ideally, you want to breed in March or October. So he's shorter than the rest of them, so he may not be able to get them pregnant until he's about 6 months old. So we're pushing March now, so we'll go March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So if he gets them pregnant around August or September, that might be okay. But ideally, you want them to get them to breed in October. So October, November, December, January, February, March. That makes them birth in March. So April is the earliest you want them to breed in the spring. I thought I said March, but I meant April. So, because I'm doing 6 months, right? So if October is the best time in the fall, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So they could give birth somewhere between March and April. April, May, June, July, August, September. So they'll birth in September, which is still a warm month. Yeah. But I only got 2 yards here because Judas, David Ray, never finished making the yards, even though I bought the fence and I paid him to do it. But he just refused to do it. So now I got to pay someone else to do it, even though I already paid him to do it. And I already got the material, but I'll have to probably buy the material again because the other guy is going to be like, well, I'm going to go buy the material because he's probably going to slap his percentage onto it. So the fencing that I have will be probably for my gardens or something. Anyhow, so rewinding a little bit, I'm going to keep the 3 youngins locked up today, and I'm letting the 3 older ones out. And then tomorrow, I'll let the 3 younger ones out and lock the 3 older ones up. And I'll just do that for a little bit. The worst case scenario is that I'm leaving the 3 older ones in the same yard they were just in. So they're more likely to get parasites because you're supposed to rotate them every 21 days. That being said, the older ones are probably more parasite resistant and less sensitive because they're older and stronger. So they should be okay. The bad part is this is going to happen for 2 months. So I'm going to keep these guys in this scenario for 3 weeks. I might give it up a little early, but I'm going to do it for 3 weeks. And that'll give the young guys opportunity to grow with the younger females and mature and get stronger and get comfortable and whatnot with them. Let the other ones get used to him too through the fence, so they're less likely to ram him once I put them together. And he'll be 3 weeks older, he'll be bigger, stronger, and the newness will have weared off a little bit, and so they won't be so aggressive with him. And if they are, he can handle it better. Right now, they're in the best yard, the little ones. So, yeah. So then in 3 weeks, I'll rotate the older goats in the yard with the younger goats. And they'll all be susceptible to the parasites in that yard. So after that time, when I rotate them back to the first yard, I'll go get them tested again and make sure they don't have a problem. And if they do have a problem, then I'll go get some pharmaceuticals for them. I could have more yards right now, but this last year's been crazy. And now I have like $7,000 or $8,000 saved up, but I'm also trying to get this property over here. And they want 35% down, and they're not really communicating with me like they were before. Before they were interested in getting my business. Now they're acting like they're not. So I may have to find another lender. Um, but anyhow, I need a smaller deposit or down payment to get this land. If unless nobody wants to buy it at his price. I understand he's asking almost $100,000 for this property, and it's not worth that. He told me he was willing to settle for $5,000 an acre, but that's his bottom number. It's his bottom. He won't go any lower than that. Sophie, I think, offered him like 60 to 65,000. It's 15 acres, and he said, "No, I won't take that." I offered 75. He said he would take that, but I got to get a loan, and the loan lender wants 35% down, so I got to come up with $25,000 down. So I'm about halfway there. I got about 2,000 in that bank to show them that I'm saving money. So I got about $2,000 there. I got about $2,000 in Bitcoin, which I'm losing money in, but if I need to cash it out for the land's a better investment. I'm not losing a lot of money at Bitcoin. I've been buying low and selling high. So I've been buying it as it's been going down and then selling it when it goes back up. I might break even with Bitcoin. I might lose money with Bitcoin. But it is what it is. I'm trying not to lose money, but again, it's not going back up like everybody wants. So, but it has gone up, just not as much as we want it to. I have other stocks where I'm making some money on. I got about $4,000 in stocks there. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got about $8,000 saved up. And then I have another $1,000 miscellaneous in my other bank accounts. So I'll probably have closer to 9. But that other $1,000 is my buffer money for bills and whatnot. So then I get paid $1,000 a week. So next week I'll have another $1,000, but I got bills. And I also got $2,000, $3,000 in credit card debt that I got to pay $100 a month in interest on. So I'm trying to get that debt paid down as well as save money. So it's kind of a teeter-totter effect, I think. But anyway, I try to keep my debt on, my credit card under $3,000, but I'm trying to get it under 2. But then I recently just spent some money and I got it back up to 3 because I'm trying not to touch my savings account. But anyways, so I'm making money on my stocks, but I'm losing money on my credit card. So overall, I'm not making any money on my stocks because I'm losing it on my credit cards. But nonetheless, so I'm trying to get that property. And once I do or do not get that property, then my money is going to start going into fencing, a garage door for Kaplinger, and a backhoe with a front loader. And I'm going to get some work done around here. I'm tired of waiting on other people to not show up and not do what they say they're going to do. So I'm tired of that. And if I want something done, I got to do it myself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm only one person, so I can only do so much, but I'm more productive by myself than I was with these worthless eaters on my property holding me back. So David Ray's going around telling everybody that I betrayed him, but he betrayed me a long time ago. And I should have never held on to him as long as I did. I should have never let him come back after he bailed out on me in 2017. And he's back where he wanted to be. He's over at Bill and Shirley's. That's his paradise. Yet he's, going around trying to, well, he's always been disparaging me. But what's the word? He's on a smear campaign trying to destroy my name, even though he's where he wanted to be. Now, I could have kicked him out more gently and nicely, but it would have taken him a year to leave. And nobody wanted him, not even Bill and Shirley, because that's where he went in 2017. He conned his way over there in 2017. And it took them 2 years to get rid of him. And I was like, nah, fuck that. I ain't spending 2 years for him to find someplace else to go. I've already wasted 10 years on him. So I wanted him out ASAP. And Bill and Shirley took him even though they didn't really want him. Sherry's supposed to take him, but Sherry doesn't even act like she wants to leave Bill and Shirley's place. She's been there for over a year. And she acts like she don't want to leave either. And I probably wouldn't want to either, except for the fact that I want my own independence. I'm not a moocher. I want my own place. I want to do my own thing. But, if I was to have people here, I would want people with my kind of mentality, people who would actually do the work instead of just talking about doing the work. Therefore, if I didn't have my own place, I would want to be somewhere where they're being productive and proactive. And therefore, I would do the same. I would contribute. My fear in doing so would be that my work would be in vain. And maybe that's why David Ray didn't do as much as he claims he did and as much as he said he would do, because he had no tangible assets. But he didn't want any, Everything was supposed to be in my name, even the vehicles, everything. He didn't want anything in his name. Everything had to be in my name. However, he still wanted his his virtual name on all my assets. So he tried to claim that trailer over there as his, even though it was mine. I bought it. He put about $100 worth of material into it, but he was using it. And at the time, I was paying him 10% of my income. So technically, he didn't even put $100 into it. I put $100 into it. So I was giving him 10% of my income to do work around here and help him get on his feet, right? But instead of doing work around here, he would use my equipment and my money to go help everybody else. It's like, why am I giving you 10% of my income? And why am I letting you use my equipment to go help everybody else in the community, but you're not doing shit here? So eventually I took all that stuff away from him. And then he tried to punish me for doing so. But yet I'm the one who betrayed him. So anyway, I finally had enough. After him killing my goats and torturing my cats and who knows what else. Just neglect. Mostly it was neglect, right? But, and torturing the dogs too. He was very abusive to the dogs. But, and the cats, but mostly the dogs. He was really abusive to the dogs. And then he let my goats die, and he acted like it wasn't his problem, it wasn't his responsibility, and he didn't care. And it was his responsibility. It was my problem, but it was his responsibility. Even his goats got sick, and I took better care of his goats than he did. So, yeah, he was supposed to do a lot of things around here and never did it. So I just finally had enough and I got rid of him. So I've been more productive on my own than he has been in the last few years. And it's only been not even a year since he's been gone. And I've already been more productive than he's been in the past several years. All by myself, 2 days a week. Because I'm not even here full time. I drive this full time. Then I come home and bust my ass when I'm home to get stuff done. That's been needing to be done over the last 7 years. So, yeah. Why do I need somebody else on the property? I have no clue, but I thought I needed help. And help is good if you have quality help. Help is bad if you have shitty help. And that's pretty much what I had. Most of the people I'd say 50% of the people that came out started out good, like David Ray. He started out good. Sarah started out good. Xavier started out good. Sophie started out good. But they all fizzled out, you know, at different rates of speed. But they all fizzled out. And they just didn't really care. You know, they were basically just like welfare-minded, entitlement attitudes. So I just eventually had to get rid of all of them. Now, I would have let them buy in and have, what did David Gray call it? Sense of ownership. So he kept saying that people need a sense of ownership in things. So the reason he said that was because he wanted his virtual name on my assets. So that when he basically quit on me, he could still claim that he owns 50% of my assets when he didn't even earn it. It's like, no, that doesn't work. It's like, I call this my truck, but it's not my truck. You know, I do a lot of work to pay this truck bill, and I do put some of my own money into it, but I work for these people for them to pay the truck bill. But I'm doing probably most of the work. But does that still make this legally my truck? No, I'm an employee. Now, David Ray and I started out as partners, but when he bailed out on me in 2017, that partnership was over. It was done. He's lucky I let him come back in 2019. You know, I thought I needed him still, but at that point he was just a farmhand, and I thought he was my friend, but he really wasn't. He didn't want to come back. He wanted to stay at Bill and Shirley's, which is where he is now. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm off my original trail and got off on a tangent. So basically, back to what I was saying, I'm saving up money. I'm trying to get this property over here. If I don't get the property, then the money is going into fencing, garage door for Kaplinger, and a down payment on a backhoe. Oh, that's why I got off on the tangent. So I've tried to hire a half dozen or so people with backhoes to come over here and get work done that I need done, and they never show up. They're like no call, no shows. They're like, oh, yeah, we'll be there on such and such date. They don't call, they don't show. Even my old neighbor, he sold the property now. He's gone, thank God. But The new neighbor seems pretty cool. Hopefully he stays that way. But he had a backhoe and he had a dump truck and he had everything I needed to do work. And he said he would be here last year in August. Did he show up? Nope. He was kind of a douchebag anyway, so I didn't bug him about showing up because he really just didn't want to do the job. Why am I going to force somebody to do something they don't really want to do? Because he's probably going to do a shitty job anyway. So from the rumors going around town, he's not really, one, he's not above board, which I already kind of knew that. And two, he doesn't really do quality work, which I did not know that because I haven't actually hired him. I tried to, but again, he was a no-call, no-show. So, but the other guys, one I knew did quality work. Well, sorta. They didn't do my pond very good. They did okay, but you know, it holds water and everything, but it's not up to par, if you will. So, but they didn't show up. The other guy out of Greenfield never showed up. Those are the three main guys that I tried to get. Then there were some other ones that I called and they were supposed to come out and look, but they never did. And finally I was just like, fuck it, I'll just save up some money and get my own backhoe and do it myself, which is what I'm doing now. But at one point I was thinking about selling the property because of the whole fallout. But I got too much time and money invested in this land. So that's why I'm trying to get this one. If I can expand to that one, I'll have 30 acres here. That's probably more than what I need. And I got another 20 acres over in Eldo, which is 30 miles away, that I got scammed into when I first came down here. I still own 10% of that. So eventually I could probably use it as well. But right now it's kind of like not an option. I just use it to go collect clay, rock, whatever I want that it provides. Pretty much spend 90% of my time over here and 10% of my time at Kaplinger because of Sophie and all of her crap. But when she first came up, I spent probably 90% of my time over there and 10% of my time over here, probably 80-20. Because I was trying to get it up to par for her and the kids, because I thought she was going to be productive and proactive. Then when I realized she ain't done shit and she's not going to do shit, I started backing off being productive over there. I started focusing on production over here. So eventually I want to be like 50-50 between the two properties, get stuff done here, get stuff done there. It's like one day work on projects here, the next day work on projects over there. And then long term, you know, split my time 3 ways between here, Kaplinger, and the Eldo property. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the Eldo property yet, but eventually I'd like to start buying out the other owners and have full control of the property. Right now I only have 10% control of the property. So that's why I don't go over there that much. But only one other guy goes over there besides me. The rest of them really don't care. So it's ideal for me to go over there and do stuff because, you know, nobody really cares. The only guy that's there, the only other guy that cares is digging for gold that doesn't exist. So it's like, that's another fucked up story. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get to work. I've already wasted 30 minutes. Okay, bye.
A few moments later.
All right, one of the goats figured out how to get out. I'm not sure how she got out. I thought this was like solid. That one. She figured it out. That's all right. I'm keeping these two together for now. You're the good one. Come here. Yeah, you're the good one. Come here, little Bucky. Come here, little Bucky. Come here, little Bucky. Be nice to Bucky. He's your new friend. There's the two boys, Bucky, I'm not Bucky, Tails and Pivot. How'd you get out, punk? Well, at least one picking on him is not as bad as 5 picking on him. It's alright. They get to stay locked up tomorrow, and you guys get to get out tomorrow. Alright. Anyhow. Alright. I'm gonna finish taking care of this. I got these here lick tubs Cindy and I are gonna fill up with clay and rock so she can go fill some of her holes over on her property, because oh yeah, I was gonna take this to the goat. Get out, that's not for you, because this is for the yard that you decided you didn't want to be in. So I'm gonna take care of that real quick, and then I'll do the other lick tubs. So basically I'm getting them ready so we can go over to my Eldo property and collect dirt from over there. She could fill in her holes that the armadillo dug, or armadillos plural. I taught her how to shoot, and now she's like a sharpshooter. She shot that armadillo in the face. You know, you got that narrow window that you can get them in, and she did it. She got him in the face, and now he's gone, and no more digging holes in her yard. She did not like that armadillo, because she's now tripping over all of her holes in her yard. So she's like, I gotta get some dirt now to fill in all the holes. So we're gonna go to my Eldo property and get some clay and rock from the holes that the Trick has been digging. So yeah, there you go. All right, I gotta climb the fence. Get out. Damn it. Get your fucking face out of the bowl when I'm trying to do shit. Damn it. Yeah. Pain in the ass, goats. It's not necessarily for you, but you can have some. Come on, Bucky. I guess I'm still recording, which is fine. I'm gonna put the hay over here with this hay. And that way they can both eat it. Now I got some more over here. What's left of it? So this is alfalfa hay here, the nice green stuff. It's more rich. And then there's alfalfa pellets too that she's eating. And the rest of that is straw, which I'm going to preserve for other things. There we go. Come here, Bucky. Come eat this hay. It's almost like he prefers the other hay. And this cat prefers to climb me all the time. Look at him. And I thought the black one was a boy, but I guess it's a girl because he keeps humping her. All right, well, they're taken care of. I'm gonna go finish doing my other stuff. So I got an extra day. I'll be here tomorrow as well. My friend Jamie's coming down. I think it's gonna be her and her daughter, but I'm not sure. So luckily I cleaned up my camper for Garrett, because now they're gonna stay in it. I guess this has a crack or something in it because it's not holding water. It used to, but not anymore. So I guess maybe I'll use it too. This one here holds water, but not as much as the others. How'd I do that? Pivot. I need both hands, so I guess I'm gonna go. Alright, he's eating grain now. Meh. I thought she was a boy, but she's a girl. You're a girl. She's been sleeping in the little carrier. So I guess I'll leave it there for now. I probably need to get more straw more often. They seem to like it. I just only have so much money, so I can only do so much stuff. But once the goats start making me some money, then maybe I can start buying more stuff. Why are you under my feet? Yeah, I'm not letting you guys out today. This cat is gonna get on my nerves. All right, this is gonna be a challenge, so I'm gonna have to stop this video.
Later.
You wanna see something scary and cool besides the shadow of my phone on my headlamp? That's kind of cool. You know when they say not to put exploding things in burn barrels? That's why. They put an indention in the side of the burn barrel. That can do some serious damage. I mean, I do it still all the time, but just so you know, be careful when you do it. That's a solid piece of metal, and it put that big of an indention in it. That's a pretty powerful punch. All right. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and put the goats together. Hopefully by the end of the week, they're friends. But can't fight. Rabbits. Are you hiding from the Toms? I think that's what it is. They'll only be around for a couple weeks. I might take... He's jumpy. Next week, I might take my boys over to Keplinger so they don't get any more injuries or get scared off or ran off from the Toms. There's at least 2 that I've seen that are coming around. One is the same one that's been coming around. The other one's new. I've not seen him before. Or if I did, it's been a while. So I'm probably going to take my boys over to Keplinger so they'll be safe. I'm going to start with Pivot because he's already familiar with Keplinger. But I don't want Sophie and the kids to take him back to Arkansas with them because the reason I brought him over here was because they was abusive to him. I know you guys want to be together. But I'm worried you're going to pick on the new guy. You better be nice. I paid $200 for this guy. I don't need you guys beating him up. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put them together. Against my better judgment, I'm going to go ahead and put them together. Oh, another rabbit. Because I only got 2 yards and I don't want a parasite problem either. So it's like 1/2 dozen another. He's... Nope, come over here. Hopefully they don't gang up on him too much. They're funny when they run. But he's fast enough he can run from them if they're too aggressive. That's where I got the salt lick. Hey! No. I'm sure that hurt. Rammed him into this pallet. Ah! No. I'll kick your butt. Ah! Scared the shit out of him. No. Maybe if I had time to monitor them. Maybe I don't want this. Oh, there's a cat in there. I'll put this in the other yard for now. I'll just come get it next week when I'm home. Because I'll probably jump on it and tear it up. The cat liked it though. So my friend Jamie came down today. Which was cool. Oh, it won't fit in there. Dang it. I figured I'd leave it for the cats. Give them a little bit of shelter at least. Might have to put the baby goat in here, but I don't know. I don't want the baby goat to get parasites. This yard, they've been in here for 3 weeks. This is the goat house I'm working on. I think I got all the parts to make the same kind of goat house as I got over there. but I want to make it bigger, and so I'm still working on reconfiguring it. Plus, I got 1,000 other things I gotta do. But anyhow, so yeah. They need to be in this yard because it's parasite free. I need a third yard. I wish David would have finished that like he said he would. But, you know. I'll just have to pay somebody else to do his job. As usual. A friend of mine, which I was talking about this with Jamie, it's funny and sad at the same time. But one of my associates just came back into the picture because it's like once I got rid of Judas, David Ray, a lot of my friends and associates are coming back in the picture. It's like they didn't want nothing to do with him. And since I was associated with him, they didn't want to associate with me. Now that he's gone, you know, it's like I got more friends. It's like, oh, really? That'll warm up to him. Oh, they're heating his alfalfa. That's all right. I got more. I'll give him more whenever I... Hey! You be nice to the baby. He's only 2 months old. Poor thing. You protect him from those coyotes. That's another reason why I wanted to put him in with them, because he's safer with them from the coyotes if they came in. I don't think coyotes can get in here, but if they did... Yeah, I like that alfalfa. I might actually pull some of this out. Put it up in here. I gotta watch her. Her name is Ramsey because she can get a little rammy. Of course, they all ram each other. Paul and her are the most aggressive. Putting the good stuff up high. That way it'll trickle down the flavor anyways. There we go. Now they're losing interest. No. I'll knock you out. I think that was the mother that went after him. You be nice to him. She's a good looking goat. She's like, what the fork? What was that? What was that? I know, I haven't seen her run like that in a while. There's Candy and a rabbit. Candy. 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 Why was you running from Jamie earlier? She's like, stranger danger. Candy. She's the princess. She's a classic example that you can still be dainty and be in the jungle at the same time. She really takes good care of herself. She always looks like, almost always looks like a house cat. But she's been in the wild for 3 years. Who is that? It's limping. It's probably pivot. Because there's tails. Yeah, it's pivot. If he's still limping next week, I'm going to take him to the vet. Come here, Pibs. That was funny. Those two are buddies. They both had injuries last week. I had to take them both to the vet, but Tails recovered pretty quickly. This guy is still limping. Come here. You look okay. I'll take him to the vet next week if he's not. He wants to climb me like a tree. So my friend Jamie came down and gave her a tour. Hey! I gave her a tour. Took her to Kaplinger first. Showed her that place. No. And then she wanted to see the Eldo property, so I took her over there. And lo and behold, Jeff Dietrich was there. So we jumped the fence. He put a new lock on it. So we jumped the fence. And of course, Dietrich was down in the hole with another kid that he conned into helping him dig. And of course, the kid was like David Ray. He just wanted to, see if there's any caves. David didn't really believe in the gold, and the kid probably doesn't really care either. He's digging for free because he wants to see if there's any caves, and there probably ain't. The trick's probably just pipe dreaming him like he does everybody else to make him think that there might be caves there. So there's no caves. Cavern, maybe, but no caves, I don't think. Matt! No. You be nice. So anyway, so yeah, that was an interesting experience. I should have been recording it, but oh well, I didn't. I didn't even have my phone with me. I left it in my pickup truck. Otherwise, I probably would have recorded. But so I took her over there, and Dietrich was there. So I introduced him, but he wasn't happy about us being there. He just wanted to make a big deal about me cutting his lock yesterday, and I said, "Well, hey, give me a key, and I don't have to cut the lock." And then he's talking about, damaging his property. I was like, you lock me out of my property, I have the right to cut the lock. It's the law. You have no right to lock me out of my own property. Give me a key and I won't cut the lock. It's just a $2 lock anyways. Yeah, you like attention. You be nice to the Billy. Hey! Hey! No. Gang mentality. They'll gang up on him and beat the crap out of him, probably. If I was around longer and if I would have stayed with them longer and yelled at them every time they tried to chase him, maybe they'd have warmed up to him quicker. But I've been busy doing other things. This one here, she wants attention. She wants attention. Give me attention. She likes attention. I'm gonna scratch all your hair off. She's like, that's okay. They like to be scratched right here the most, probably. That's the hardest place for them to get to. Because they can use their horns to get most other places. They just can't scratch right here. As long as you're not ramming the baby, I'm happy. You can ram each other all you want. Just don't ram the baby. You be nice to him. That's your future husband. Husband, boyfriend. That's your husband, boyfriend. Yes. Paul can't have any kids. You got to be nice to this guy. He's going to give you babies. Yeah. Of course, I'm going to eat those babies. Yeah. I might sell some of them, but I'm going to eat some of them too. You're funny. She does not like attention at all. What's the matter with you? Go eat. It's like I already had some. That's right. You was in this yard with the baby this whole time. All right, you're starting to get on my nerves. All right, it's been 30 minutes. I'm gonna skedaddle and hope for the best. What? What? She got the weirdest. Hey! No. Hey! You be nice to the baby. You be nice. Okay. Yeah, you probably better go in there. It's safer. No. No. So I got almost all the cats and the goats back here. I don't really have a safe place for him to hide from them. He's too big to go through the cattle panel rings. Surely they won't kill him. I mean, he is of their own kind. I don't know why they're picking on him so bad. I didn't expect them to do that. I'm watching you. He went inside. Yeah, you be nice to him. Oh, she's going for the salt again. It'd be nice. Ow, I cut my neck. In the corner of the roof, trying to protect the baby. Mm. Maybe putting them back together was a bad idea. Of course, I can make it to where the rest of the ghosts can't go inside. What's the weather going to be like this week? Still going to be kind of chilly. And they need shelter. I don't know, they're just going to have to tough it out. We'll see what happens right now. You leave that goat alone. Whoop your ass. Bad girl. Bad. Poor kid. Alright, I'm gonna get some grain. I'm gonna put the other ghost back in the other yard. Fuck this shit. You leave him alone. Alright, that's what I'm doing. I can't trust them not to hurt him. I'll just have to deal with the parasites if I get them. Or if they get them. But at least I tried and tested it out to see what would happen. And I kept an eye on them. Now I know it's probably not going to work. I've never had this problem introducing a new goat to the herd. But for some reason, they don't like him. I'm bleeding. All right. I guess that's that. I'll shut the video off and, or maybe I'll put him. No, he's more sensitive. I'll put them in that yard. They can fight off the parasites better than he can. And, I just keep him in that yard by himself for now, I guess. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'd like him to have at least one other goat with him, but that may not be an option. But I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. All right, get the bucket. And this is what grain is good for. Manipulating the goats. Because it's the only way I'm going to get him to go back in that other yard. All right, bye. All right, it's done. Paul needs to be with him anyways. That's technically what Paul's purpose is. To be with the buck. And now he's with the buck. And that's the way it's going to be. He's going to have to just be nice to him, but at least he's only one goat that's going to be picking on him instead of 5. He'll warm up to him. You guys should have been nicer to him. This is what happens when you don't behave yourselves. Maybe you'll be nicer to the little guy next time. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at all of you. All of you. Bad goats. Don't eat my finger. Pivot, I'm taking you to Kaplinger. He got attacked while I was getting food for the goats. One of the toms came by and was attacking Pivot. So I'm going to take Pivot to Kaplinger to keep him safe. And then, once Pivot's established, which he's pretty much already established, but once he gets established over there, the next week I'm going to take Tails over there as well. Give them a chance to grow up and be stronger to fight off the toms. I mean, here they got more territory to keep themselves protected or whatever, to hide. But the other cats, you know, they might be relentless. Cats can be pretty fucked up, you know, so I've had cats probably get chased off out of their own territory, their own land, because they weren't tough enough to fight off the intruders. And I'm not here to monitor things. I thought about shooting the toms, but I don't want to do that either. I'll worry about this carrier later. It'll be fine. Paul's whining. He wants to be with the women. Too bad, Paul. You guys fucked up. So Paul's in with the buck, and that's just the way it is. For a week. He'll just have to make friends. They're still next door to each other, so they'll be fine. But yep, that's Paul's job, is to keep the buck company. Weathers are good for basically 3 things, 4 things maybe. A pet, weed control, food, or keeping the buck company. Because goats are companion animals. They have to have companionship. If they're left alone for too long, they'll get depressed and die. And that's what was going to happen to Paul if I didn't get the Nubians. Now, if I knew what I wanted last year, and I had access to getting it, which I probably did, then I woulda, coulda, shoulda just got a buck. And then introduced the women later. And then it wouldn't have been a problem, or as much of one. But, pivot. Man, I'm gonna have a big old scar on my neck from that tin roof. Alright, so everything is secure. The goats are secure. They're not happy about it, but they can kiss my butt. And now I gotta go get Pivot secure. He's already familiar with Kaplinger, I already said that, so taking him over there will be no big deal. And then him and Tails are buddies. So if I take him over there next week, he'll be fine. But he's already recovered from his injury. He's tougher than Pivot. Pivot's kind of a puss. Pivot! Kitty, 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 kitty! Kitty, 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 kitty! Come on, Pibs. We're going to Kaplinger. So he already knows that is home. And now he knows this is home. I was worried about dropping him off here and him not acclimating, but he actually acclimated pretty good. Yeah, he's still limping. Come here, let me get you before you go to the water. Come on, Pibs. I'm sure Tails will miss you, but he'll see you in a week. Yeah, him and Tails are buddies. When he first got here, he picked on everybody trying to be the alpha, and they put him in his place. But yeah, Tails, him and Tails are buds. So I'll take him over to Kaplinger this week. Then next week I'll take Tails over there. Keep them protected from these toms. And then Candy. This is Princess Candy. and then get off my face. Yeah, because these are the only two boys I have, besides Kronk. But yeah, it's the only two boys I got. All the rest of them either died or got ran off or something. So I gotta protect my boys. Make sure my camper's locked up. Cool. Take you to Kaplinger with Kronk. You keep licking my face. And then I'll go to bed and get ready for tomorrow. Because I gotta go to work tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow. But there's another rabbit. They're always out and close when I don't have my gun. But I know Kronk knows Pivot, so he's not gonna chase Pivot off. And then if Pivot is there, when I take Tails over there, the two of them will hang out together. And hopefully Kronk won't beat him up too much. And if I have to, I'll put food and water in the building and a litter box, which I hate. And I'll put them in the building. This guy, he likes me too much. I think he thinks he's a parrot. Also, he always wants to be on my shoulder. He's always trying to suck on my face. I think he was winged too early. But anyways, alright. It's been a crazy night, but I had a good day. Jamie came down, and we had a good time. I showed her all the properties and what I was doing and stuff. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So this cat, he's something else. Yeah, he's not very alpha. He's kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't call him beta, but he kind of is. So yeah, he's still injured from last week, so I don't want him to get any more injuries. I want him to recover. We'll see how the goats act next week when I'm in town. Maybe next week I'll let them be together. Do I got my keys? Yeah. All right, Pivs, we're going to Kaplinger. I got this new vacuum to vacuum out my camper so Jamie will have a cleaner place to sleep if she crashed here at night. And my nephew next time he comes down as well. And myself, of course, because I don't always sleep in my camper, but I want it to be clean. I got all those damn bugs. Those stupid Asian ladybug crapola thingies. Anyways, all right, here we go. Now he's gonna freak out. He don't like cars. That's all right. It's only a 2-minute drive. Well, 2-mile drive.